Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a pick a card reading for What Do You Need to Hear Right Now? I have intended that this message will find you exactly when it is that you need to hear it, and that you will be intuitively guided to choose the stack of cards you feel drawn to the most. This message is meant to uplift you, help answer any questions you might have right now, maybe help you make a decision, or perhaps just to uplift your energy. So I have not seen the cards. I have no idea what's going to come out. Anything could happen. We'll also pull some clarifiers. You guys know I can't go a whole reading without adding in cards from my Wildwood deck over here. But today we're going to work with my Promises of Expression deck, which I created. A lot of you guys have been liking the messages from this deck. They're just simple like words. And so I think this deck is so cool because you can really get a very specific message, through these clear, specific words. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below after you receive your reading, and let me know if it resonates with you. I love for this to just be a place where you guys can talk about life and what's going on, and for us to just support each other. If you see anybody else's comment, just like it, give it a heart, support each other, and I hope that you guys enjoy this reading. I do want to let you guys know before we get started that I am having my spring sale, so check it out below if you would like to receive a personal reading from me. Kind of like this, but you get to ask me specific questions, and we'll see what the tarot has to say for you. So if you're interested in receiving this reading, all you have to do is just choose a crystal or a stack of cards you feel drawn to the most. Take a second to ground your energy and set your intention for this reading, or simply ask a question. And you can choose number 1, number 2, or number 3. I'll show you guys the crystals a little closer. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. And once you have chosen, head down below to the comments or the description where the timestamps are posted, and you can click on your timestamp and instantly be fast forwarded to your part in the reading. And I will see you soon. For those of you guys who choose number 1, this is an open-ended reading. What do you need to hear right now? And these are the cards that you chose. You got a really big stack of cards, so I'm interested to see what it says. We're just going to lay out these cards and see what the message is, and then we'll pull some clarifiers. Okay. This is a very, very positive message. I see this as a message to you that you do have some very beautiful talents, and there could be one in particular that you have been working with as of late. Perhaps you are a photographer or a singer, or you build things, or perhaps you're really into working with animals. There's so many things you can do, so many talents one can have. But I wonder if, as you're watching this, you're having that aha moment, like, yes. But I wonder if while you're watching this, you're having a little bit of an aha moment and realizing, yes, there has been something that I've been working with lately. There's been this hobby or this craft or this subject that I've really felt myself pulled to or attracted to. It's something I've always been told I'm good at. It's something that I really enjoy. And so this is a message that this talent or these talents do want to be brought into the world. And this could even be a way that you support yourself. Oftentimes when you give your gifts to the world, it opens up an energy for you to receive in return. Like, we don't give to get, but that is a really beautiful thing, that as you allow yourself to share your gifts and your talents and you get better at it and you bring it out into the world, you do open yourself up to receive in return. So this could be you receiving financially. This could be you receiving friendship or companionship or people to collaborate with, or exposure, admiration. So there's this message that you have this gift. It can definitely be developed. Maybe you have been developing it, but you're at this crossroads right now. Basically, how seriously do you want to take this or not? If you want to get better at it, if you want to bring it out into the world, if you want to open yourself up to receive through this gift that you have and it not just be something that you tinker with sometimes, if you want to take it to the next level, then it's time to create some structure in your life, okay? So when I think about putting structure into your life, I really think about the everyday. Like when you're waking up, what is your morning routine? What do you fill your day with? What is your day like towards the end of the day? Putting routines into your day can really, really help you to meet those goals, to grow, to expand. This is something I've been working with lately in my life. I have a difficult time with routine because I've shared on this channel with you guys that I have ADHD, and so routine can be difficult for me. But just adding little things to my day, like my morning workout, and always having some me time to meditate and do some affirmations, and then in the afternoon or evening, making sure I'm doing one thing a day towards my goals or towards my future or towards growing my talents has really helped me. And so for me, creating that structure is making sure that I'm taking good care of my body, that I'm eating healthy, that I'm exercising, that I'm hydrating, that I'm getting good sleep, that I'm taking care of my mental health, that I'm creating time for rest, and I'm also creating time for play. Yeah, it's a lot to balance, but every day is a chance to do better at it. That's kind of how I see it. When I wake up, I'm like, you know what, every day is a chance to do the day better. And there's no such thing as failing or whatever. Like, you just do the best you can every day. This is about consistency. Structure has a lot to do with consistency. Like, can you keep going? Can you keep working on this? Can you keep practicing? That's the only way this is going to grow and you can meet those goals. So your guides are actually telling you that something you need to create structure around, ironically, is rest. Now, rest isn't just sleeping or laying on the couch and watching TV. Rest is also like allowing your body to rest. Like stretching is something that's a huge part of rest, you guys. When was the last time you stretched out your muscles and you did some breathing, deep breathing to release tension and pain and anxiety that's carried in the body? Your body needs that kind of rest too. When was the last time that you rested your mind from worry and fear? Your mind needs a chance to take a break from the worry and from the fear and from the stress to relax and be, so that it can support you during those times. So, you know, a huge part of resting is also recharging, and that's being out in nature, getting the sunshine, the fresh air, the green, the plants, the stimulation to the third eye. All of that is so important. Getting the grounding throughout your body. And so that might be where you can start. Maybe starting with a lot of structure is going to be intense for you at first. Start with taking care of your body. Start with rest. That's definitely what's being recommended here, is if you were like, I'm ready to level up here with these talents, I'm ready to jump in and get started. You know, we just had this Aries new moon that's really going to be revving everybody up to want to move forward and create change in their life. We just had the spring equinox a little while ago, same energy, wanting to move forward, wanting to expand and change and grow and blossom and bloom. And so this is telling you, start with rest. Start with creating structure around your rest. Stretch. Rest your mind. Get out in nature. Start there. Recharge your body, and you'll be ready to create more structure around this gift. They're telling you that you have a lot of potential. You got to trust your instincts here. Sometimes you're not going to have the proof that you're going to be successful. Sometimes you're not going to have the permission to go after the goal or the dream. You're going to have to take that risk. But one thing I know is that you're going to enjoy every step of the way. If it's something that you're talented with and that you have fun with, even the structure you have to create around it becomes a enjoyable part of your life, your routine. I think what they're trying to tell you is you're surprisingly good at this. Like, there might already be people in your life who admire you for this talent that you have. You might already kind of be known for it, or this is the potential for you, for it to kind of become like your thing. So it's almost like, don't be afraid to show the world like what this gift is. Maybe you've been hiding it for a long time, or you've been stunting its growth for a while just because like you weren't ready to expand. I feel like some of you guys are more afraid of success here than you are afraid of failing. There's going to be a success. There's going to be a lot of success. Something that's going to be really important for you to be able to get on this path is to create independence in your life. This could be different for everyone. Maybe some of you guys like are living with family or parents and like are realizing, in order for me to have the space to do this and to take this all seriously, and I need to like create some space from that. Maybe some of you guys are very like in a very codependent relationship. It could be like with a roommate or with a best friend, or even with your significant other, or your job, or, you know, there's like these attachments and entanglements sometimes we develop around certain people and situations in our life. It's happened to me. It happens. And sometimes we have to create some like more sacred space in our life and healthy boundaries so that we have the time to give to this. Some of you guys, everyone's so dependent on you, your family, maybe your children, you know, there's so many people depending on you. You're like, I can't get time for myself. And this is telling you that, yes, this is going to have to change. Some boundaries are going to have to be set. Some of these people who are getting so much energy from you might have to get used to getting a little less. You're going to have to create a space or a little bubble in your life for you to make this happen, but you can do it. And I love how the last card is like sympathetic. I do feel like there's this energy coming out to you from, you know, your ancestors or your guides or the universe or whatever, your higher self, that's looking at your situation and is like, yeah, this is, it's been hard for you lately, but this is going to be a way that you can get a sense of joy and pleasure in your life again, and to feel like things are moving forward. So, wow, I feel like that pretty much sums it up, but let's pull some final messages. Anything else you need to know about this situation? Ooh, yeah, this is a beautiful new era in your life where balance is going to return. I think that's why they're telling you this is the path to move forward with this. Balance is returning to your life. There's a message, don't hesitate. Don't spend too much time trying like dawdling around and being like, I don't know what to choose or which path to take or which talent to focus on. Look, I just flipped the deck over. It says decision. You definitely need to make a decision. But just remember, whatever you choose will be blessed, and whatever doors need to close will close. The ones that need to open will open. There's really no such thing as a wrong choice here. You are being asked to overcome some insecurities. That's going to be brought up to you the more that you put yourself out there with your talents and become vulnerable, but you're going to build a lot of strength. And there's a lot of opportunities that are getting ready to come to you regarding this right here. A lot of opportunities. You don't even have to wait that long. This is the impatience card. This is patience reverse. I kind of think it's a positive message that you have no idea what's right around the corner for you. There's this big energy boost surrounding you right now. It's moving you forward. I think they're just telling you, like, hop on for the ride. Enjoy the ride here. Things are looking up for you. So beautiful. I hope that message resonates. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Peace out. For those of you guys who choose number 2, let's get your message. And this is just a simple, what do you need to know at this time in your life? It's completely open. We're going to start with these cards that you chose, and then we'll pull some clarifiers. Let's see what your message is. Whoa. You know what I think is so interesting is that for everybody else, like all, you know, number 1 and number 3, I pulled this big stack of cards. And for you, I just pulled just a couple. And I really wanted to go back and pull more, and I just got this vibe like, no, that's it, that's enough, you're done pulling for this one. And this message is very, very blunt. Realize quick, choose, embrace. Now we're definitely going to have to pull some clarifiers, but what is striking me from this reading is you do need to make a choice quickly. This card makes me think that you're ready. You're ready for a big change in your life. And so you might be forced with some type of big decision right now. It's definitely a time of big decisions. For some of you guys, it's should I stay or should I go? For some of you guys, it's entering a very long-term commitment. It could be like signing up for some program that's going to take a couple years to complete. It could be getting into a long-term relationship, moving back home or moving away, moving abroad. It could be purchasing a large purchase, like purchasing a vehicle or a home. It could be just it's just some big life decision. A lot of possibilities here, but maybe you do need to choose quickly because there's a timeline involved. Or it could be like you're being told, hey, don't get stuck here weighing these decisions forever. Sometimes we stay stuck in indecision because like we're dragging our feet on making a change. Because change is hard, right? Change can be difficult. Change is scary. Change requires us to get out of our comfort zones. It usually ends up amazing in the end, and we like change. We do. We are constantly drawn to it because it gives us a sense of adventure in our lives. Keeps things from being stuck or stagnant, right? But it definitely tests us. And so what I see here is that you need to realize that there is a decision to be made. It needs to be made quickly. And they're telling you, make your choice based off what you naturally want to embrace. Make your choice, well, basically based off your heart. Based off your... And some people think when you choose based off your heart, you're choosing based off your feelings, but sometimes your feelings can deceive you. So the best way to choose is to always take the path of least resistance. So what is resistance? It's when something pushes back against you. It's when that's like the path that feels like the burden. It's denser, it's heavier. It's kind of the begrudging path. The path of least resistance is the one that we feel more in alignment with, the path that our heart feels open to, the path that calls to us, the path that excites us. Sometimes I tell people, choose the path of the inner child. What would your inner child have chosen? What would your past, like your younger self, like? What's the path of, where's your joy, where's your fun, where's your bliss? Sometimes the choices that we have to make aren't as positive or happy seeming choices, or they can be difficult choices. So that's when it can be hard to know, like, what is my heart really in alignment with here? So let's pull you some advice on that. They're telling you stay loyal to yourself right now, because maybe you have, there's like an easy way out kind of path maybe you could choose. It seems kind of like maybe choosing to stay instead of choosing to grow. I feel like some of you guys might have to start all over in some way, or you've put years of work into something and you're realizing it's not fulfilling anymore and you want to try something new. But you could easily move up or kind of keep going in the direction you are and be okay. But there's, you know, your heart longs for something new and to explore and to express. And so you might be risking your stability for a little bit, or maybe having to downgrade your life or lifestyle, or having to make some changes, or maybe it'll take a lot of work or an investment. But I do see, and that's what's frustrating, is that there's a catch to what you want. There's no easy way. but you're being told to stay loyal to yourself and to what you really want, because you know, you don't want to settle with something that just kind of sort of looks like it. This is reminding you that you have the ability to manifest. You have the ability to create your reality, that if you stick with something long enough, you're going to see the fruits of your labor. And they're just trying to tell you that you've given a lot to this path. You planted a seed. It started to grow. It's disappointing because at this point you want it to be like producing so much fruit, but that little plant you planted has just sprouted. And it took a lot to get that root system in and sprout, and you've seen a little bit of that growth and that kickback of good energy coming your way, expansion and opportunities, but it's just not where you want it to be yet. And so you're kind of like, should I give up or not? And I do feel like you're being told to be loyal with your truth. This is reminding you that you're a creative person. You have other ideas. You have other things you want to explore. Are you giving enough time and support to like what you really want to do? Or are you making your choices based off of fear, lack mentality, and insecurity? Are you choosing love or are you choosing fear? Yeah, they're telling you take a risk. Choose the path that's going to be the risk right now. Take a calculated risk. I always tell people you choose with your heart. You make a decision based off your heart, but then you use your logic and common sense and smarts to think of practical steps to get there. So wonderful. It seems like there's a lot of opportunities coming for you. I'd like to pull just a couple more cards. Anything else that you need to know? Let's pull from this deck, the Angel deck. It's been a while since I pulled from this one. I know a lot of you guys really like it. Yeah, you're going to be given signs and signals on what decision to make here. Ask for a sign. Ask for messages that you can clearly see, recognize, and interpret. The winds of change are surrounding you right now. Yeah, I think what's happened is you went through like a long healing process in your life. And maybe it was this past year with like the things that happened, you know what I'm talking about? A lot happened this past year. And maybe that was your time to be within and to heal, to release. But now that's done. They're like, okay, now it's time for a different part of your cycle. Now it's time for a different energy. We're done with that. Let's get out in the world. Let's be a little bit more dynamic. Let's take action. I feel like that Aries new moon we just had a couple days ago is really affecting you in a positive way. And this is a reminder to you that you don't have to do what you've been told to do. You don't have to follow along with the people around you. You do have the right and the freedom to carve your own path, to make something unique and special and beautiful of your life. And that's what you're going to go out and do. Beautiful. I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you again for your support, and I will see you next time. Peace out. So for those of you guys who choose number 3, let's go ahead and get your message. What do you need to hear right now? So I've got the cards that you've chosen, and then we're going to pull some clarifiers as well. So let's see what we got here. Okay, this message, I don't know why it's making me laugh. I feel like what they're trying to tell you is that your advice for right now and what you need to do right now is a lot less serious than you think. Like, I'm getting this big download here for you, and that I'm supposed to tell you, like, not to take your life so seriously right now. Like, life isn't always meant to be taken so seriously. If you can't see the cosmic joke in some situations, then you've lost the point of life. This is telling you that you are completely capable of overcoming what you are facing right now. They're like, don't forget who you are. You are absolutely worthy. And it's possible that there's just been a lot of overthinking going on your part. I do get this impression that what's troubling you right now is that your future feels very vague, or it's not as sharp of an image when you look ahead to your future as you thought. You had some plans, you had some ideas and some goals, and for a while you really like kind of put your identity into that. And then there were some changes that happened in the world and in your life and your personal life, and a lot of that's come crumbling down. So it's hard because you don't feel like you have anything to kind of anchor on to. And so you're being called to come back to the basics, come back to the now, start living in the now. The future, you will have a clear vision of it again at some point. You're going to be able to create that and shape that. But I think that's what they're trying to tell you, is it's time to change that idea that you had of who you were, what you could be, because they're telling you were playing it small. There's bigger possibilities out there for you than you ever even dreamed. And I think you're being called, and I think I see you worked a lot on self-love recently. Like you've really been working on this concept of worthiness, and you're feeling a lot better than you have been lately. You're still overcoming something, but there's been some work that's been done. And I think they're telling you like this has all happened at this time for a reason, because you're going to take this new mindset and this new vibe you have going on, this new outlook, this new perception, and you're going to take that and run with it. And so they're saying what you need to do right now, because you are in a huge kind of exploring phase. You're still trying to make decisions on, you know, what you want your future to be. That vision's kind of been lost to you. So there's this message to play, to create, to socialize, to have fun, to get back to the basics. Don't grow up so fast. Or connect again with your inner child. This is how you're going to find some of those aha moments or those light bulb moments. This is where you get inspiration. This is where you cultivate your energy. This is where you create a sense of joy and happiness and belonging in your life. These things have gone by the wayside, especially this past year or so, with everything that's happened. And so you're being asked, maybe pick one of these things on these cards: play, create, or socialize. Which one do you want to focus on for the next week? Start there. Yes, you're definitely processing some trauma. I think they're trying to tell you we've all been through a collective trauma. So if you're looking in the mirror and you're not recognizing yourself, or you're feeling off, or your sense of your future is, you're disconnected from that, or you got to get back to the basics. Play, create, socialize, enjoy, indulge. You can do that. You can take a break. You can take a day. You can take an hour and do that. You got to balance out your energy. You deserve to enjoy your life. You deserve to have a little bit of me time. Recharge your energy. So let's see what else they want you to know today. Yeah, they're like, you've been bored. You've been bored. That's what's bothering you lately. You're just drained and bored. You went through a lot of clearance and a lot of healing, you know, and I think this is once again mentioning the collective trauma that, you know, we've all been going through during this time. They're like, you need to empower yourself and get yourself out of this funk. Don't feel bad for being in it. It's a normal thing. Normal reaction to the abnormal events of the past year. There have definitely been some challenges. But they're saying the biggest challenge you're facing is feeling disconnected from life, losing that sense of passion, that ecstasy, that connection that comes from this. Hang on, where's the other one? Here, play. It all comes back to this. This is what's missing. Maybe you've been wondering, what's missing? What's missing? When was the last time you did this? Yeah. I see you getting reconnected with this energy, this ecstasy, this passion in life. And then there's no stopping you. It's okay. We lose touch with it sometimes. We have different cycles and seasons. I think you're being called back into the light, back into the sun, back into the play. Yeah, you were grieving from something. I usually get this card when someone has got cheated on, or got backstabbed by somebody, or they lost someone, or there's been drama in the social circle, or yeah, something like that. Some kind of affair, struggle, just challenge, just something not good, you know, something happened and that took you down for a while. But you've got a lot of healing from that, and you're out on the other side. Yeah, justice is being served too. This is the injustice card. I got it reversed. I love seeing that. I think they're telling you whoever hurt you or whatever happened over here, there will be justice. Karma can be intense, right? For some. This is, yeah, once again, telling you that right around the corner, and honestly, the energy that's around you right now is one of joy, one of celebration, getting back in touch with yourself. It's not necessarily a time of new beginnings or anything. I think this is more of a time of like, you don't need to push for anything right now. You don't need to make anything happen, but you also need to not be wallowing in the past. You need to enjoy, have fun, play, celebrate, connect, socialize. You're being given permission to just sit back and indulge in life right now. For some of you guys, that's great news, and that's like, yes, I'm feeling that vibe. For other of you guys, this is going to be hard. I think sometimes it's hard to allow ourselves to have fun or play or create. We can get out of that routine and it can feel awkward. We push ourselves so hard, we can be so serious sometimes. So this is a message of connecting with the inner child again, having fun. Give yourself a couple weeks to focus on this energy, maybe even the whole summer. You're not going to lose out on anything. Sometimes we feel like if we stop controlling the situation and worrying and stressing about things, that if we don't do that, then everything's just going to be chaotic. But sometimes the best thing you can do in order to help what you want manifest is to let it go. Forget about it and go have some fun. Go do something creative. Go connect with some people. So you do that and see what happens. I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you again for your support, and I will see you next time. Peace out.